getting any more cargo out to Cuba. Good. You somehow managed to piss off both the communists and the gangsters. Word is Pops Holland is seriously fucked thanks to you.
Best way to make a crook squirm is to hurt his money.
Huh, yeah. I heard Frank Pagani told Pops to get his ass back to the freight yard. Pops isn't going anywhere until you're dealt with. I understand he's a hard motherfucker. He's a survivor.
Thanks for looking out, Pablo. But I dealt with a lot worse than Pops.
I can't get my family involved in this nonsense. Not again.
You think I should ask out Alice, who works in the office?
Alice Holland? Because you remember her dad is your fucking boss, and her brother is a homicidal fucking tweaker.
So you don't think it's a good idea?
You need to worry about the nigga out there trying to kill us. Survive him, then you can do what the fuck you want. I know I heard something.
What are you doing with a firearm, son?
Huh?
hope I'm not out of line here, Pops. But we shouldn't be working with those communist fucks.
Their money's the same color as everybody else's.
Don't change the fact that Cuba was on the verge of shoving a bunch of nukes up our asses.
Listen here. I hate those filthy communists as much as anyone else. But if I only worked with folks I liked, I'd be penniless and living in a ditch. Y'all just worry about that coon, and leave the Cubans to me.
Get the fuck off me, you big son of a bitch!
Of course. Can you spare some of your crew to hold Tick 4?
I know just the boys for the job, but I expect you to remember this next time we have one of our gatherings.
The investigation was a mess from the very start. The locals did everything they could to keep us out of it, but that wasn't the worst of it. Someone actually broke into our offices and not only stole all of our files, but they also took most of our surveillance equipment.
In the early days, me and the boys were playing around town about 3.
Need new wheels and Tick 4.
Just gonna take a squirt, and I'll get her out to you.
Four wheels and an engine. You're set.
Appreciate it.
I got a hit from the device you put on Frank Pagani's car, which means he's back in town. Bet he's pretty excited to make your acquaintance.
I bet he is.
Signal's clean so you can take it from here. Just use the tracker I gave you. Catch you later.
Working for Marcano used to be a life.
Looks like the place.
My daddy, my uncles. Sure, they saw some action, but they always came out whole.
What's your point, kid?
Just feels like I missed out on the best times. The golden age.
Don't fool yourself. Golden Age still got a lot of folks dead, one way or another.
Huh?
Looks like he's aged 20 years.
When Castro, Coon, and 50 G's of bad paper inside?
You don't want to put that...
And why?
Listen here, asshole. I want you to close your goddamn mouth and open...
No telling what that nigga's gonna do next. He's already destroyed everything. He wants me to let him come. Goddamn, get this boy and get out of here. I got no doubt Trish is cooking up a fine crawfish for both of you. You sure? Go. I got David and his little old automatic. We'll be fine.
That fucker can't be here. Get him!
You're dead, boy. Dead.
Go! Now!
See if you still got skills, Frank.
Goddamn Sal. This is all his fucking doing. Got his head so far up his own ass.
Mr. Pagani, you can't be talking like that about Mr. Marcano.
Listen here, kid. My daddy robbed banks for 20 years. Taught me two things. You never snitch, and you stay loyal. But staying loyal is the thing that's gonna catch death for us both. By that boy right there behind us.
You saying I shouldn't be loyal to you?
What? Hell yeah, you stay loyal to me. I'm not the fucking problem.
I just don't see how we get free of this.
Don't you worry about that. I got it figured out. Just focus on shooting that asshole. Sammy, be ashamed of you.
I'm hit! Down your throat!
I never did anything to you.
Saw some interesting stuff back there. Counterfeit money, a press. Only thing I can't figure out is a connection to Cuba.
Please. I'm all busted up inside. I need a doctor. I got a wife and 3 little girls.
Yeah, you want a doctor? Then you better tell me something worth hearing.
Listen, what you saw. Sal set all that up. None of the money was worth a shit, though. Had me bringing a man
named Alvarez. Counterfeiter who works for Castro.
He give you the plates, too?
Plates? I thought you knew. On account of the robbery.
Robbery? Marcano wanted the plates from the Federal Reserve. How do I find Alvarez? How?
Well, one of Tommy's guys picked him up. It was 10, 15 minutes before you showed up.
Where are they taking him? Where? Huh?
My little girls.
No. Huh? Fuck!
I've spent the last 48 years pursuing Lincoln Clay because he's a criminal. It's horrible what happened to him, but you know something? I think that when Sammy Ellis and Danny Burke were killed, it revealed who Lincoln Clay really was. A monster.
Motherfucker, you look like the cat who ate the canary.
This here's our first step toward breaking Marcano and taking over the city. I hear what y'all got to say, but I decide who gets the turf. And in the end, my decision is final.
My boys got one of the rackets locked down. And part of our job there is to get the lay of the land, a feel for the folks who live there. Would be quite a shame to throw all that away.
Jesus, shut the fuck up. My guys aren't down there boozing with the neighbors or igniting some kind of race war. They're making money. For you. That's all that matters. So forget all this hippie bullshit and let's get to work.
When you finish listening to the Who's Got the Bigger Pecker contest, I'll be here ready to take over this part of the city.
You gotta see all the angles, Lincoln.
Don't leave me with blue balls here, boy.
What's the word, Lincoln?
You need to show me you serious about working together. So far, I ain't seen shit.
Anytime you want to make a call, I'm good with that.
I gave you Richie Doucette. Now you give me what I want.
The Haitians will run this part of the city.
Goddamn, Chucky, what the fuck are you doing? I held down that bit of action just like you asked. I'm not taking this kind of shit from you no more.
We ain't your private army sitting around waiting to lock shit down when you need us. We got expectations. Expectations that you are sadly falling short of.
All right. I'll make sure our people are coordinating things between the holler and here.
We're done for now. You'll hear from me if I need you.
Look, I gave you some names and I'm paying you to chase them down, so don't give me any of that bullshit. Yeah, okay, just get it done. Christ, sometimes I think if you want something done right. You all right?
The night Sammy was so happy. Happier than I ever seen him. That money was supposed to get him, get all of us out from under Marcano. Motherfucker!
What the hell did Frank tell you?
Marcano had us rob the reserve so he could get his hand on a set of money plates. Georgie must have grabbed him during the robbery. I should have been paying attention.
We already had this conversation. None of this is your fault.
Like hell it isn't.
Sal is a cancer. A leech. He had always intended to fuck all of you. Christ, look what he did to Vito. He murdered your family. The only way to make that right is by killing every cocksucker who's ever looked at that piece of shit.
Give me some of that bourbon. According to Pagani, Marcano couldn't print the money himself, so he had a Cuban counterfeiter named Alvarez brought in. What do we know about South Downs?
Tommy Marcano isn't the kind of guy who shits where he eats, so his rackets are pretty low-key. He runs a sports book and has a place where he stores his contraband.
Tommy's got to know that I'm coming after Alvarez, so he's probably got him holed up in or near one of those places. One way or another, I'll get my hands on him. I'll be damned if I let Marcano print a single fucking dollar from one of those plates.